Hello, fight fans. I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the WBC Arena. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Arturo Thunder Gotti. He stands at 5'8" tall. This man has never been in a boring fight. Arturo Thunder Gotti, the blood and guts warrior king. No one has as big a heart as this Ricky Hitman.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, the blood and guts warrior, the Hall of Famer from Jersey City, New Jersey.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Well done with that counter shot. Which fighter will say no mas? The jab doesn't quite connect. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching you every move, every twitch.
These two fighters are made for one another. Punches coming from every angle. They miss with the jab. Fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
You got a swarmer on your case. You know you've got to fight. You've got to hold them. You've got to tie them up. You've got to lean on them when they come in until the referee makes you break off. But keep your hands high, because they will keep punching until that referee said stop.
Start respecting each other's punching power. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Punch, counter punch. That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent.
On to the second round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. Not sure why he's not using his reach advantage.
You cannot beat a good old-fashioned long jab. Nobody can get past that.
There's a counter shot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. A perfect counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Oh, look at Gotti. I don't know if he's going to survive. But somehow, oh, wait a minute. Wow, Gotti just got clipped. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
And they figure out the combination to this save.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Whoa, and Gotti got clipped there. This could be the end. And down goes Gotti. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five. Are you okay?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into the fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Gotti gets clipped. Arturo. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
To make or break a fighter.
Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back.
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch off.
Let's get it started in round 3. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to block.
There he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with something that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brains.
They exchange punches. They have no respect for each other's punching power. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They throw a shot, they get countered. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they've done in the ring with fights like that and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Offense all the time. He scores with the counter. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Counter punch right up the middle. and shoot. Both men step back for just a moment. And that just rocked Arturo Gatti. This is serious business now. Can he get out of this big pressure situation? Wow, let's take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
So it's onward and upward after...
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for comeback. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comeback. Life's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given the task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know the aim rate's heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't got to do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculate. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events, I would practice while it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know why they ain't clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, where art thou? There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like I can't shout. I'm getting even, 4-2-3, I'm like a calm cow. You can count on me to do it for the right price. It ain't a game even though I spite. Into the presence of our zeitgeist. Our victories were written in bright lights. I'm moving like a hitman. Cause I go in and get the job done. You see me moving like a hitman. Yeah, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I'm moving like a hitman. You know I get the job done. You see me moving like a hitman. I go in and get the job done. They don't want none.
You are the sweetest thing. I live on the joy you bring. But I'm coming back.
What a night we expect it to be. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around.
It's Amir Khan.
This bout,
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
This
You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Nice counter. Got him there. like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more, try some stick and move. And he scores with the counter. How about that time counter shot? He wanted action, and they are delivering. Punch, counter punch. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally, they're about to go at it in the ring.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into a arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Beautiful counter shot. That hook just can't find the target. That counter shot lands. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That jab misses. This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This is not how the story was supposed to go, and he just put a mere pod down. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
A shot from...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you continue.
Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Being put down.
Get your mind back on the track.
What do we expect to see here in round two? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You'd like to see more jabs. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter shot. When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Giving us a high-tempo show. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Morgan is hurt. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it.
Very close round. Hold that thought. Amir Khan. It's a real... And Amir Khan finally on the canvas. And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt. That body punch right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out. You saw it here live.
Shorten your stance, lessen your tails, Philly shell, don't orbit a dance. You hit a bell, then report to the band and do whatever that the chorus commands. And for the grand, talented all along. Think we're fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, my mansion of cards. If ever challenged, let us camp in the car. Or hang a hammock from a branch in the park. A planet made of uninhabited parts. Being anonymous don't grant you some dark. Even astronomers keep a camera on Mars. Satellite to track where you are and see your blackest night attack with sparks. Fireworks are not a match for a star.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of... Here... Jack Dempsey, the Manassa Mauler. His fighting style is rough.
This bout is scheduled for...
What a pleasure to be in... These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Got him. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The counter punching. Quick punch scores. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
Just see the nerves of the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Perfect counter lands. Defense is not an option for these two. You'd like to see more jabs. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Terrorize them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Beautiful counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Then step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch out, but thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the tournament's got to put a firecracker.
That's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter brings a barrage. Did you see that? Jack Dempsey, oh boy, in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Hold it right there. Klitschko is dazed. Better game plan here. Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh, and Klitschko just got rocked. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will you do?
Oh, my goodness, Johnny. Ooh, Klitschko stumbling backwards. Do you believe this? Klitschko is down. Let's see that again.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Are you all right?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Resilience, to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into the fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
He misses with that jab. Oh no, Dempsey is hurt. It somehow weathered the storm.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up. Took a deep breath.
Let's get it started in round 3. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Catch and shoot. Counter punch. Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A scoring blow. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. No respect for each other's punching power. Not so rigid anymore with the stance. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. The great heavyweight champion just got clipped. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance with...
There's the bell to start round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
those punches add up. Stamina is off the charts. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the...
Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Shot.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
We are live at the CompuBox Academy. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one.
It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. He's got Terrence
This bout is...
All the talking has been... Here we go for round one. Punch scores. Beautiful counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
He's punches coming from every angle. Lucky that hook didn't score. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Trying to land that jab. Hook misses. Fighter relies a lot on their instinct and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little trick you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
A perfect counter lands. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Benavidez that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout. Here's the bell for round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Shot. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Just missing with the uppercut. One punch could change everything in this battle. Crawford is dazed. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to play this now.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what, sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? He scores with the counter. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Punch, counter punch. David Benavidez might be ready to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges...
Now it's a tougher fight. He's going to be...
There's the bell for round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, and a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Jab does not score. Perfect counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics, they know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Swing and a miss with the left hook. His stamina is off the charts. And it's survival time for David Benavidez. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
The straight right just misses. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. What skill being displayed here between these 2 middleweights. Like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not to give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots, get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. His stamina is off the charts. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these 2 boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Through the hook, didn't land. Just missed with that hook. That hook was off target. Nice counter punch right up the middle. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Look back in the history book. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Crawford in trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because
despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
dominance.
Get that jab back.
On to the fifth we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That's another scoring shot. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Incredible work rate. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You're being put down.
Forget about...
This is the beginning of round 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle. He's got to bluff him.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Stamina is off the charts. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Hook just can't find the target. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
They ain't stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back, front line with my back. Up against